evening, everybody. Welcome to the Order of the Stick, Blood Rams in the Family, Part 4. We have just been introduced to Elan's dad, Tarquin, this time. And he looks exactly like Elan, but with gray hair, because of course he does.
I thought they were going for more of a platinum blonde thing. They weren't really trying to say much about Tarkin being too old in terms of...
Let me show you the previous panel. His natural hair color is dirty blonde.
Okay.
I got green apple soda.
Okay, anyway.
Green apple soda.
I'm starting tonight, so that's good. Haley! Oh my God! This is so awesome! This is my father, my real, honest-to-goodness father. Can you believe it? Now it's your line, Tom.
Oh, I thought that was his.
No, the guy who pushed me out a window comes first.
Okay. What? No, wait, how did she say that? What? The guy who pushed me out a window? Really?
I'm General Tarquin, father to both Neil and Ellen.
Dad, this is my girlfriend, Haley.
My humblest apologies. Had I known you were my son's lover, I would have not defenestrated you earlier.
Okay, I don't know why you're kissing my hand because you're the dad of my boyfriend.
It's
okay.
Introduction thing. He's trying to seem diplomatic and
but
whatnot.
The way that her face is, she's just like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, consider that their first interaction was a standoff, and her boyfriend's dad yeeting her out the window.
Oh boy, it's about to get worse. You remind me a little of my fifth wife.
Oh, sorry. Oh, was she a redhead too?
No, but she had the most magnificent set of perky round
eyes. Let's both pretend you were about to say eyes.
Fair enough.
Isn't this so cool?
But how did he get here? Why is he working for the Empire of Blood?
Oh, sorry, baby. We answered those questions in the last trip. I'll fill you in later off screen.
Please, I would be honored if you would consider making yourselves guests in our palace.
Ooh, yes! We can talk on Bond and stuff.
Actually, we have some friends we really need to get back to.
Starshine, if I can trance for a few hours, I can gain my sending spells and contact Sir Greenhelt.
Please, Haley, please.
Did you say that again? It cut off.
Did it cut off for everyone else?
I heard the E's mostly.
Please, Haley, please.
Okay, fine. We can stay here for today.
Hooray! I'll have Kikil draw passage papers for the three of you, and I'll lead you to your rooms.
Ellen, I know you're thrilled to meet your father, right? And I certainly don't mind learning that you'll still look
sexy
with gray hair. But I think we need to be careful because he looks exactly like you.
Careful? Of what?
The guest quarters are right down this hallway, past the library.
I'm not sure exactly, but all that stuff you said to the Empress about slavery and stuff still applies. He is the man who raised Neil.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I should really try not to get too...
And through that door are our dinosaur stables.
Really? Let me see!
Ellen, come back!
Guess he's more fond of Amaro than Chocobos. Not surprisingly, ethical concerns cannot overcome the siren's lure of a Triceratops ride.
I like Triceratops.
A better perky eyes would stand a better chance.
And now that your elven friend is comfortably trancing across the hall, this room is yours.
Jeez, I think this room is bigger than Mom's whole house.
Ellen, my boy, it means so much to me to have you here. It really raises my spirit in this time of grief.
Grief? What grief?
My ninth wife, Penelope, recently passed away. We held a state funeral for her last week.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What was the cause of death?
Mysterious circumstances.
Not another one! When will they find a cure?
Anyway, I think people deserve a celebration after enduring so much sadness. I think we'll hold a feast. No, a festival in your honor. 3 days and nights of merriment in the streets to welcome my long-lost son.
With clowns?
And jugglers.
And clown jugglers who juggle tiny clowns?
Of course.
Sorry, I just took a giant bite of pizza. Hold on.
Timing.
I don't have that. Whoa. I hate to interrupt the stereo goofiness. I'm sorry. No, I'm gonna finish first. Okay, now I can do it. Sort of. Whoa. I hate to interrupt the stereo goofiness, but Ellen, we're in the middle of a very important quest here.
Oh, right. I forgot.
What kind of quest? Maybe I could help?
A secret kind of quest.
Yeah, we need to find this guy, Gerard Greattooth, and tell him that
Ellen, what part of secret do you not understand?
the part where I don't tell other people, obviously.
Dragetooth. A human, red hair, purple squiggly tattoo on his face. Uses illusions.
Yes, you know him?
Maybe. Maybe not. I'll be happy to discuss it with you after the festival. Until then, relax. I'll send for you when it's time for dinner.
Wow! Not only did we find my father, but he knows something about Gerard.
Sorry. Yeah, but I can't help the feeling that we're... Oh my god.
What is it?
Ellen, don't you see? Roy let you loose in the desert thinking that you would trip over the main plot.
So?
You did!
So, when did Ellen take ranks in the Find Plot device go?
You always had that.
Meanwhile, the worst part was how much paperwork I needed to fill out in order to get my weapon back. I mean,
Jeez,
you'd
let the
think the
narrator
blood
talk.
on here was really just red tape.
I thought it went pretty well.
How can you say that?
Well, we screwed up and got yummies anyway. We should do that more often.
We can't afford to do that more often.
Why not?
With the cost of 2 teleport scrolls, the strength potion, the magical bolt, and all those potions we guzzled before we attacked, we only cleared a few thousand gold on this mark. That's not nearly enough profit for a job this dangerous.
But it wouldn't be dangerous. We used all that stuff trying to capture the right person, but there are wrong people everywhere. We can just grab one off the street. Then we bring them in and complain that the poster was confusing.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there before you decide to spill my juice on yourself and then sue the inn for it being too cold for exothermic blood.
Hey, that might.
Shush! Assuming we could even find other states willing to pay people for a screw-up, we're not going to do that. As a reptile, I've gone through my whole life without sucking on a teat. I'm not about to start with the governments. We make an honest living. I'm not going to tarnish our fine profession of being of beating people unconscious and transporting them across international borders with petty fraud.
Okay, sorry, Grangie.
It's fine. You were just trying to help. The important thing is that it's done, and we don't have to worry about that job ever again.
Do you smell Lang Lang?
I'm just saying, 50,000 seemed like too much to ask.
No, it was a reference to... you know what? Never mind.
It's them. The big one has that moisturizer we found in the poster all over his arm.
You're absolutely sure?
Would I lie?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I mean, would I lie if I didn't have anything to gain?
Yes.
If I didn't have anything to gain and no one else had anything to lose and it wouldn't be really funny?
Probably.
Okay, true. But check out their feet. One dragon and one lizardman, just like the tracks we found.
Lizard folk.
What?
They're called lizard folk now.
Great, the lizard feminists must be so proud of you.
Let's approach them.
No, it
Shouldn't
doesn't.
we wait for Stubbles on Smackhammer?
Assuming you mean Durkon, he's upstairs preparing his spells for the day. These two could finish their meal and leave before he's done.
So what, we can just tail them and find out where they're going?
Stealth isn't exactly my strength. Strength is my strength. Now come on. Excuse
Oh, yes,
me.
This floor is
Strength is your strength. Sure thing, buddy. Sure thing. I could totally kick your ass, but sure thing.
No, he really couldn't. Roy has
I could. Don't you dare. Don't you dare slander my name. I am a sexy, shoeless god of war. Don't you slander my fucking name.
How are you against AC 19? Anyways. Excuse me. I was hoping you could help me with the whereabouts of my friends. Sorry, pal. I have a personal policy of not sharing information on anyone's current location. Scram! Well, I'm sorry, too. Since it's a matter of small urgency. Maybe I can find a way to convince you. Yeah, you and every other family member or comrade in arms. No can do, Sparky. I said, no can do, Sparky. Yeah, I heard you the first.
Alright, the code word.
Code word for what? That!
Zap, zap, zap.
Sip, sip, sip. Is this freshly squeezed? Because let me tell you, it's just fantastic. Can I get a refill in a to-go cup? Thank you.
Oh,
Drinking
God.
orange juice?
Yes, freshly squeezed orange.
I think this is a spellcaster dude, so let's go with Billy.
Of course.
You almost made me choke.
Okay, now, let's not do anything rash or cliched. Come on, out the back door.
Now learn why warlocks are an eldritch part of this complete breakfast.
Whoa! Ah!
Eldritch Blast.
Hey, that's my best friend, you.
Not so fast! How do you like me now, Sparky?
Since when could you do that? What? Since when could Roy do that?
When he got,
remembered he can use grapple checks.
he also got a belt of giant strength relatively recently.
He's wearing it.
Oh,
You
okay.
can see it on
Okay,
his...
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. Because I was like, no way Roy could put like 300 pounds. No way he could do that. No way.
That is
Any-
not 300 pounds. That is
Anyway,
way
Tom,
too
you be the lizard and I'll be armor dude.
much. Oh, okay. What? Okay. Oh, yay!
I just had this armor dry cleaned.
Well, I guess one of us is bound to make this spiral out of control. It might as well be me this time.
I'd love to get involved, but you have to be careful when you're an ass kicker of our caliber. Small shuffle like this would probably stop it and get distracted by just trouncing everyone involved, and then we wouldn't get to watch it.
Ah! Deanie, you can be I think.
I heard a lizard folk ordered a bowl of maggots. Why would he fling them at you?
Is that a pyro?
You can ask him after we kick his scaly green behind.
Much better.
Is she a pirate? What is she?
She looks like
a monk, I think.
a wizard of
Martial
sorts.
An
Spellblade?
Eldritch Knight. I don't think they're allowed to use the word Eldritch Knight because that's copyrighted to D&D specifically, but she's an Eldritch Knight.
Oh, that's cool. I'd like
On
to
the floor, now.
Ah, it's the fuzz.
How can you tell? You all seem sort of fuzzy to me.
Elcar, just lay down. Don't resist.
Yeah, because I've never been to a police raid before. I know the protocol. Facts.
Oh, there's another one.
I'll be this one. Oh, combat subdued, sir.
Can you tell me who started this brawl?
It were the big blue dragon. Him and the skinny lizard folk attacked that human.
Get up, worms. You like to fight so much, we'll find a battle for you.
Yes, okay, yes, but we have permits for lethal violence related to an approved bounty.
A bounty? Is the human a fugitive?
No, but we brought 3 others to the palace this morning. We were defending ourselves against a related retributive act.
You'll have to come to the courthouse until we can confirm.
Sure. A flying kobold named Kill handled our paperwork up at the palace. It was 2 humans and an elf.
Who was
Oh
it?
yeah, this is me. I forgot. Everyone else is free to go. Sweet. After we see your papers.
Which, papers do you mean?
Citizen papers. Or entry papers if you're not a resident. Anything with your denizen number on it, really.
And if we don't have any papers?
Glare.
This is all your fault, really. You know you had the wrong twin, right? I hope someone told you it was the wrong twin.
Long tail of the law.
Go away, I'm meditating. Oh, fine, you blasted cat. I'll be done set for the cat trips anyway. Nay, wait. I said cantrip, not catnip. Get off of me. Where you going? Didn't you want to use the litter box? There'll be the half of it on the rare occasion when you need them. Oh, god damn it, not again. Excuse me, I was wondering if you knew.
No. I am not talking with you now. I can already barely afford the fine that got levied for lodging your friends.
But it be my friends that I wanted to ask you about.
Your friends done got themselves arrested for not having entry papers. And if you know what's good for you, it'll make sure yours are in order before looking at them.
Well, I gotta go back and out of the city and re-enter with the proper forms. Stay in shape. Hello there. Where can I get the papers to enter?
Yep. Name,
Tarquin Thundershield.
race,
Dwarf.
age,
55.
reason you're entering the city.
Ultimately, I'm here because the High Priest of Force sent me on a mission to run about to raise all the races, especially humans.
I'll put down religious pilgrim. How long do you think you'll be staying in the city?
Oh, jeez, I don't know. I've got a lot of things to do already. At least till the end of the current plot line.
So, like, what, 20 strips?
Make it 30. They always go one long.
ridiculous. How the hell are we supposed to know we couldn't just walk into an alleyway? They should post signs.
You know, I think I could make a good money writing a guidebook to the jail cells of the world. Dark but clean, I'd give this 3 stars. Would be incarcerated again.
This is just a bump in the road. Any minute, Darkon will cast that sending spell to contact us.
How does the bearded wanderer contact you help us tell him where we are?
The spell allows a 25-word response. I'll be able to tell him what happened.
Sending. Where be ye? The barkeep said you were says for not having proper papers, you numpties, so I got mine. Did you find Harry Elan of ye?
Darkon, the prefects are holding Belcar and me in a courthouse, 8 blocks west, 5 blocks south of the inn. Come and break us out.
Hey, are you talking to Dirkon now? Tell him to bring Mr. Scruffy.
The bad news here is that sending is a 10-minute casting time, so we have to wait until that before he can respond.
Just do what I do and pretend that 10 minutes pass between each panel.
Sending.
Hey, that worked pretty well.
Why, the prefects and courts be the law here. It would be appropriate for me to use physical force to free you both from legal detention.
I am not arguing the legalities with you through ascending. We'll return and so we can gel after we're done saving the world.
Will that be before or after my year at Ezra City? I should really get a packet calendar for this stuff.
Sending. I'm sorry, Roy. I can't do that. Technically, you are breaking the law. I'm sure I can find a legitimate way to get you released.
Fine, forget us for now. Get Haley. Bounty hunters brought her to the palace. I just hope you prepared enough sending spells to contact her.
For fucked. Sending, of course I'd prepared for sending spells today, so I should still be having one left at all. So you say that at the palace then?
I don't know what just happened, but I feel a sudden urge to help you come up with a 25 synonyms for buffoon. There's fool,
Yes,
ignoramus, a personal favorite, dumbass.
Okay.
I prefer numpty myself.
Okay. Haley was brought to a flying kobold named Kill. Rendezvous with her, then come find us. I'm sure we'll be safe until then.
That was only 23 words.
Hurry up.
Okay.
Oh god, was that the bald one or the one with the hair? I can't remember.
Shiny, you're the white one. Dee Dee's the not white one.
Yeah, I remember being the one that is of color.
Okay, Jones and Rodriguez, attorneys at law.
We got new suits.
Not again. Every time I think we're done with you two, you manage to come back.
Kinda like herpes. Oh, right. We found one of those half-woman, half-bird things last week.
No, she was a harpy, Phil. Harpies.
I know that. I'm just saying that she got around. It's funny.
Oh, God save me. We've been appointed to be your defense lawyers for upcoming trial.
When is it scheduled to begin?
What is your move rate?
Wait, I don't want you two idiots representing me. My girlfriend is a lawyer.
Yeah, well, unless you've been dating Phil, you're out of luck.
Beanie?
Did he get caught?
I've seen her. I've seen her in action. Can't be much. I am a very generous lover.
I'm this green guy.
Order!
Hey, 23543 The Empire versus Greenhill, Greenhill, Italy. The defendants are accused of failure to produce ID.
Our clients plead guilty, Your Honour.
What? No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Listen, there are two types of accused. Those who plead guilty and those who piss the judge off with a time-consuming trial before being found guilty.
The conviction rate is 114%. That doesn't even make any sense.
Yeesh, that's worse than California / Tokyo. Fine, we plead guilty.
Worse than Japanofornia.
I just
I think you need to actually say
I
the
just-
line, Penty.
I just realised something. Very well, I hereby
Guys, can
sentence
you
you
hear
to
me?
be incarcerated in the
Yeah.
Bloodstone Correctional Facility until the day you die.
Ah, there we go. There we go. I accidentally popped out my half of my cable. And I'm guessing that Penty said the line.
Yeah, I did.
Very well. I hereby sentence you to be incarcerated in the Bloodstone Correctional Facility until the day you die.
What?
Damn it, it's happened every time.
We sure dodged a crossbow bolt there.
Are you kidding me? Life in prison for failure to present papers?
You don't understand, that was incredibly lenient.
How do you figure?
Bloodstone is also the city's gladiatorial arena.
You'll be done. Your sentence will be week. Tops.
I don't think Roy's going to pick up Paladin, so like doing guild quests at the Coliseum isn't going to go
well. Let's go with Shiny does Malik, so let's go Deanie and Billy.
I already have 2 people in this panel, Ryan.
Okay, Penty and Billy.
Minister Malak, we have the religious pilgrim we told you about.
He's here to see Chancellor Kill, but he hasn't returned yet.
Yes, show him inside. Welcome to my chapel, brother. Thundershield, Duck on Thundershield, Priest of Four, I'm trying to find out some information about a few prisoners. Oh, you're quite a long way from the northern continent, brother Thundershield. Aye, well, you know how it be. You reforming on one mission and soon enough you're dragged halfway across the world. The life of an adventuring cleric, I remember it well. A perpetual struggle to maintain the hit point totals of 4 or 5. High suicidal tomb robbers determined to deplete them at all costs. Like bailing out a sinking ship with a thimble most days. Aye, it's right, come on. Could you manage to go 10 minutes without perforating your aorta just once? Tetra. And if not that, then they are whining for you to fix their latest blisters or paper cuts. Aye, though, to be fair, we do have to watch out for paper cuts. Round where I'm from, we call them revenge. Here, sit with me and have some bloodwater tea while you wait. Not long, I imagine. He needed to run down to the courthouse to testify. Didn't mind
Does
if I
anyone
do.
remember?
I know you're both. I know you're both characters, Shiny, but I think you did that out of order.
Oh yeah,
Did
now
I?
I remember.
First.
Oh my
it's
god, I did do it in order. I apologize. Okay, I'll redo that panel. Here, sit with me and have some bloodwater tea while you wait. Didn't mind if I do. Do you know about how long the chances are transfer will take to return. Not long. I imagine he needed to run down to the courthouse to testify.
Does anyone remember the voice I gave for
I think
this guy?
kind of squeaky.
It was very nerdy.
Yeah, nerdy and squeaky.
I lost it.
I lost
the paperwork. Yeah, I lost the
What?
paperwork.
Very good.
You just filled it out this morning. 2 humans and an elf, 12,000 gold.
Your Honour, without proof of that bout of redemption that prompted the brawl, we would like to change our plea to guilty.
Make that extra guilty, not super guilty, ultra premium guilty. Please don't hurt us.
You retarded. How could you lose a simple piece of paper in 2 hours?
I'm sorry. Wasn't look. I was given a note for you. Just read the note.
No one extorts money from me in front of my son. I look forward to seeing you die in the arena. Tarquin. That double-crossing son of a mongoose.
He also wanted me to add, pray don't
Pray
alter
I
it
do
any
not
further.
alter it any further.
He said you know what it meant. Can I just say the voice you gave him is both good and bad? It's
No,
like, I just
like
imagine
that.
him sounding like Alan. Like,
No, I like
like
that.
this
It
dude
was
sounds
fun.
too like he looked and sound like.
The idea is like he sounds like Ellen when he's not putting on the uber dictator persona. And he's a Darth Vader impression otherwise. Your line, Dini?
Oh, it's me first.
Yep.
Okay, I officially want to leave now.
Really? I thought fighting for the amusement of the crowd would be right up your alley.
Sure, but not in sandals. I mean, seriously? Also, everyone here could use a little less snow and a lot more cloth.
Okay.
Oh, can I do this?
Yes, you can be the drill sergeant, Shaggy.
Why do you always pick
All
the
right, you.
guys with like a thesis essay as their first thing?
What?
All right,
It's
you
more
sons
than
of
half
whores. You're now officially gladiators, and it is my job to rip you into shape, so the fine people of this empire can watch you all be killed gruesomely. Now listen closer, because I'm about to tell you how it's going to be in this hellhole for the rest of your short, miserable lives. First, I'm going to line you up and shout at you. I'll belittle you, call you a few names, and repeatedly mention how you are all probably going to die. Actually, that's the part we're doing right now, so we're running a little ahead of schedule. Then you will be allowed to wander the common area where the other prisoners all snarl at you, steal the pieces of bread that are being handed out, and generally act like insecure schoolyard bullies. At that time, one of you will defend a weaker prisoner from said bullies, possibly giving him your own bread. This will create a close friendship between the two of you, most likely with strong homosexual overtones that will not be fully explored. Later, the weaker gladiator will be killed in the arena, and then you will kill the one who killed him in a big climactic match. Oh, and before I forget, you will remain stripped to the waist with your muscles oiled up at all times for no apparent purpose. See the oil, Stuart, if your skin becomes dry for any reason. Where was I? Ah, right, the part where one of you catches the eye of a beautiful noble woman while rejecting only to reject her amorous advances.
Okay. I think as long as we avoid being the tough-looking guy to get knocked out in the first round to show how strong the champion is, we'll be fine.
Sorry, wasn't listening. Give me that.
Hey!
I don't think this. This just.
When you start as a tank in Old Ah.
But also, I think that's a plot summary of the movie Gladiator.
Oh.
Yeah, that is straight up an entire plot summary of Gladiator. And then the orc started worshipping the new puppet. Amusing, I must say. It has been some time since I have been entertained a fellow cleric of equal standing. Priests of the western gods are much like the flock, always feuding over one thing or another. Really? The northern gods be pretty much all one big family. Yes, the Western gods too, but that didn't stop the High Priestess of Ishtar from being on my altar the last time she visited. I had to breach the whole thing twice. Ugh, great drunken gods above. Who enforces on sanitary ear canals in this? Tell me, which gods be there upon your altar over there, behind you? My master is Nergal, lion-headed god of death and destruction. His fiery rage brings the end of all things. His wife, many vowels, goddess of the underworld, stands by his side.
Erishkigal, I think.
Yeah.
You know, neither gods of death nor their clerics are necessarily evil. That's a common misconception. If anything, neutrality suits them better. Fascinating. If the power of death were truly evil, it would take only the pure and heroic, wouldn't it?
Where do you get the flask?
He's a dwarf.
And Scottish. Well, after.
So we would have at least 2 flasks, if not more.
Okay, fair. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'd say about 3. Well, after a while, it starts to seem like that's exactly the case. Only the good die for good, they say. Anywho, I would have thought you'd worship Tiamat on account of being a lizard. No, Tiamat is a fine deity, but she prefers the kobolds to us wizard folk, for she has little interest in building a strong central government like we're doing here in the Empire. Her followers prefer to hang around in dark caves or hidden valleys rather than get too involved with world politics.
The oracle is out.
Nuts.
Are things you do not possess.
It is my first line for a long while. I'm going to milk it as much as I can.
Does not your own pantheon have a goddess of death? Hell, I think.
I'll
Well,
make
sort
cat
of.
noises as he's eating.
Sort of, but nobody worships her, much less serves as her priest. She is keeper of the dishonored dwarven dead, those that didn't fall in battle, especially those dying of sickness. Wait! Do not dwarven souls rest on the outer plane that matches their alignment as it is with my people or the humans? Only those that die way honor. The rest be lumped together and sent to hell. That's okay though, since most sick dwarfs will just pick a fight with a conifer and die in battle. Also, there'll be some grey areas.
All right, Tom. How about you be Hell?
What's her name?
Hell.
Hell.
With one L.
Oh, okay.
The Norse goddess.
He died of... I don't really know what she would sound like.
Okay. I'm gonna say she becomes more important later. She sounds very she's like a bit spoiled and immature, as well as being an evil death goddess.
Turns out when you're Loki's daughter who gets thrown into Niflheim at a young age, yeah.
Okay.
None of the Aesir have the best family or upbringings. Let's be honest.
He died of disease. That means he's mine.
But the disease was mummy rot, and he contracted it defending an orphanage.
Ah,
Also, someone dying to alcohol-related illnesses be exempt, not so much for the dwarf's sake as to honour the brave lovers that fought so long against the inevitable. Cheers!
I imagine there's a lot of old dwarves.
How many dwarves die from complications of cirrhosis?
I imagine a lot of them do so deliberately.
Get your grubby monkey paws off me, human. And I don't need your standard issue loincloth. I've been walking around without pants this entire time. It's called a genital sheath. Look it up. Hey, while you're at it, look up hennypeens because you can suck both of my. Hey, Belcar, look whose get out of jail free card got shuffled back into the deck. It's nice to know that injustice is blind around here. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't asked you an entirely reasonable question to which you responded with violence. Yes, exactly. What were you possibly thinking? Too bad about your friends. At least I have the satisfaction of knowing that they're both being tortured to death in the palace. Where tortured to death may or may not mean having a nationwide festival thrown in their honor. Rescuing them is already covered. Thanks. Look, we're all in the same boat here. I don't think anyone wants to fight and kill another prisoner.
Actually,
Except possibly Belcar. I'm willing to accept that. As bounty hunters, you were just doing your job when you captured my friends. Your shockingly amateurish slipshod job. Why don't we forget those past grievances and try to work together? No thanks! Last time I trusted a mammal, we ended up in here. Besides, I may not want to be here, but I'm not going to miss a free pass to mess you up. So pray to your weird northern gods that you never end up in the arena with my boy Enor here. Without all your fancy magic items, he'll tear your heart out and eat it.
But Ganji, I don't like human hearts. They're too chewy.
You'll eat his heart and like it. It's full of vitamins and minerals.
Okay.
you should try his heart sauteed in garlic. It'll soften it up and really bring out the hearty flavor.
Belcar, that is not what I meant when I suggested that we work together.
Hey, I'm trying here. I have exactly 2 skill sets, and you get mad when I use the other one. No one's just gonna ask how or why Belcar knows this.
Belcar leveled leveled
Barbarian.
combat job and culinarian. He has 2 settings.
So, before we continue on with the next strip, I just want to point out that I knew the name of this dragon in advance, and that's why I've been giving him a Neo voice the entire time.
Okay, someone random voices guard.
The general has a feast planned for tonight, and a full day of activities planned for tomorrow, including a parade at dusk, for which you will be the honoree.
Do you think they will be done trancing soon?
Oh, sorry. Almost, honey.
Awesome! I really want Roy to meet my dad.
Since Roy's father is dead, I've decided to legally adopt him. Now you're for real brothers.
Hooray!
Hooray! Also, you both get puppies.
You sure you didn't mind if I borrow this book? I didn't know when I may get to return it, if ever. Not at all. It is easily replaceable. The subject matter is very common in my religion, though I imagine you may be able to adopt some of the more mystical aspects to your own. I will. I'll be putting them to good wait.
Hey, do you think Roy will mind me calling my mother Mom when Dad remarries her?
Do I even want to know the chain of thoughts that led to that question?
Library, Dewey Decimal System strictly enforced.
I'm sorry, Minister Malak, but I have to go. What? But the Chancellor has not yet returned. Yeah, well, something just came up. I was just about to invite you to be my guest of the state dinner I must attend tonight. Okay, sorry about that, but I'll have to take a rain check. This is a desert. It doesn't rain. Still, very well. I shall escort you out. No, that won't be necessary. Are you sure the palace is still unfinished? I'd hate to see you get. I'll just use me dwarven ability to detect new construction and then go the other way. As you wish. I enjoyed our little discussion for the Brother Thunder Shield. Aye, as did I. Gave me a lot to think about. It's a shame we can't keep in touch. I have a magic item that might help with that.
All right, who wants to read this page?
Not me, please.
Macebook helps you connect and share with the clerics in your life. Seek and ye shall find. Applications. Illuminations. Holy orders. High holy days.
Yes.
Wall of knowledge. Profile. Friends. Deities. Spells. Malik. Priest of Nurgle is discussing theology. Add Durkon Thundershield as a friend. Durkon will have to confirm that you are friends. Show in Annunciation feed. And calling. KOTOR, Paladin of Warda, is smacking dragons, yo. That's what I'm gonna say.
Nir Azul, priest of Tiamat, has updated his location. Malak, priest of Nergal, is discussing theology. KOTOR, paladin of Marduk, joined the group Nita Rez.
I'm questioning how he was able to join this group, but that is hilarious.
It's magical, that's why.
There's the question of would wizards and arcane spellcasters be on a MySpace analog, because that is far more personally changeable, and arcane casters are more about potentially mixing things up on the fly, because they all could use metamagic in this version.
2010 Facebook might have loved it.
Anyway, I thank you for this card. Last page, Billy.
And right down this hallway is our seamstress. The general has requested.
Shiny.
Old person.
Oof! Oh man, the guard needs to get his brake lights checked.
Ellen, here, this way.
Durkon, you're here. What are you doing?
For Sternum, what does it look like I'm doing, you monk? I'm mounting a one-dwarf rescue mission. Now come on, before the guard breaks free of the paralyzation.
But we don't need to be rescued. We're guests.
Ellen, when your captain refers to you as his guest, he's just using ironic euphemism. You're not actually his guest.
Except in this case, when we are.
Turns out the head general for this empire is Ellen's long lost father. I'm gonna try that again. Sorry. I had food in my mouth. Turns out the head general for this empire is Ellen's long-lost father.
Shiny?
What? You're kidding? Jeez, what would be the chances of that?
Um,
Oh, right, like 100% in this comic.
He has us staying in the guest quarters despite the way we came. V's still there now. V's still there now. V's still there now, chancing so he can send to you. So, I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
It still matters of this. Warren Belker being thrown in jail by the local authorities.
crap.
Thank you. We need to break Roy out of there. And then decide what to do about Belcar.
Now hold on, lass. Keeping you from hanging for Neil's crimes be one thing, but the law got Roy and Belka fair and square. We'll have to work within the system too.
Can we wait to discuss this until we're in private? Hello, Mr. Guard. Sorry about the paralyzation. It'll wear off in a minute at the most. Here's a 500 GP tip for the inconvenience. If the general asks, tell him we had to run back to our room to rest.
Wait, Haley. We need a more believable story than that.
So they went back to their quarters to give their pet orangutan a bath?
Silly.
That's what he said, sir.
Huh, I guess that's what the kids are calling it these days. Good job, son.
Need some verb?
No. A euphemism is what he thinks Ellen's excuse was.
Oh yeah, but that reminded me of Phineas and Ferb.
Okay,
We could just ask my dad to release them, couldn't we?
Well, a wee bit unorthodox, but if he has the weak authority to do so.
Yeah, I'd rather avoid telling Tarquin any more about us than is absolutely 100% necessary. Let's find out what Rory wants to do. Are you done preparing your sending spell?
My trance is complete, yes.
Good. I worked out exactly what I want you to send to Roy.
These wooden swords are ridiculous.
they're intended to be non-lethal.
I know! That's why they're so stupid. If you can't kill someone with a piece of wood, you should get out of the killing business. Come on.
Sending.
I should become a cleric. The gods answer my silent prayer for someone else to talk to.
I mean, a nice jagged's under the jugular, just off the top of my head. Like, come on, I can use a wooden spoon.
Durkon, Haley, Ellen, myself, safe, reunited. Guests of government. Head general is Ellen's father. Knows Gerard somehow. Agreed to spill details 3 days hence. Jailbreak?
On force, head trauma, ruptured spleen, cut it up and force them to feed it, them until their intestines bleed.
Negative. First lead on Gerard, too important. Don't rock the boat, be good guests. Get all information from General, then jailbreak. We'll survive until then.
Sir Greenhilt has instructed us not to liberate him at this time, as he feels it would prove disruptive to our efforts to glean what Tarquin knows about Drake 2.
Really? But we sure this Tarkin no be lying about knowing Gerard?
As sure as we can be. He was able to describe him accurately, and if it's not like Gerard is a public figure. He's been hiding down in a dungeon for like 60 years.
Also, my dad wouldn't lie to me.
Can't catch me. Can't catch me.
Tom, that's your line.
I know, I was doing the cat. Right, that too.
You told them not to rescue us? Look, I know it's nice that the boys are out for a while, but
Relax. That crazy warden said the gladiatorial games are held on the weekend. Haley will know whatever this general knows in 3 days, and then will spring us post-haste. This is a fantastic opportunity to gather data we really need if we're serious about stopping Zyklon. And all we have to do is endure a few days of oily sweating.
Special midweek games are bloodiest step. Actually, no. When do you do this?
Special midweek games are bloodiest ever in honor of General Tarquin's son. Gladiators will fight. Gladiators will die. And you will be distracted from our brutal, oppressive regime until Saturday. Also, bread. Circuses.
Scheduling conflict.
Also, falling into the classic Roman trick of throwing bread and circuses at problems until they stop working.
So, I don't know about you guys, but that actually feels like a good stopping point.
Yeah, let's go for that. Starting panels, page 742. And we're going to do this next Thursday.
Why not?
Okay.
Oh boy, this is gonna be an interesting one.
I'll see you
Why not
guys.
Tuesday?
Good night.
I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Wait,
later.
what?